it's Rachel from the So Happy Quilt Association, and today I'm going to show you how to make these really super cute scrappy dolls. They are made from any patchwork blocks that you've made, you've used, you don't really like, you don't want to put them in the quilt. And what do you make with them? Well, you're going to make one of these, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So come with me and I'm going to show you how to make one. So the first thing you need is a block that you've made and you don't particularly like, but we're going to turn it into one of these cute little scrappy dolls. This is my box of all of my blocks. So we're going to go through it and try and find a really cute one. Let's see what we can find to make a lovely little scrappy doll. That could make a cute one. That could also make a cute one. We're just going to have another little look. See what there is. Oh, there's a purple one. Oh, that can make a cute one. Might make a small one, that one. I mean, there's a little blue one. Which one should we go for? Let me see. I think I'm going to choose that one. First thing to do is to make sure it is fairly square-ish. Doesn't really matter because we are going to cut it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half like that. And I would definitely recommend giving it an iron just so it is ironed in half. So once you've ironed it in half, what we're then going to do is we're going to work out the face part. Using templates is quite a good idea to do for the face. So you're going to put the template on to work out. This one is a 5-inch round. I mean, I think that one would work. I'm going to try 4.5. 4.5 might work better because the body, I think the 4.5 is definitely going to work better. Let me just see. I mean, we could do a 4 or 5, or we could do a 4. I think we're gonna do a 5, and then we'll also use the 4 for the face. But I will show you how we're going to do that. So you're going to lay it on, and then with a friction pen, you are going to draw around the head, like that. And you're only going to go to about a third of the way down, because what you need to do is you need to draw its shoulders in. So once you've gone round, as you can see, my pen marks, I'm then going to draw a line down to there for the shoulders. You then need to get a pair of pinking shears to cut it, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut up the side here. You can go all the way up if you want to, and now you're going to cut around the line that you just drew. So now that you have pink and sheared around the edge, you just need to make sure that all the edges have been pink and sheared. So we're going to do the bottom. And we're going to do down this side. There we go. And then we're going to turn it out so you have got 2 sides. Now, if you remember from before, I use a 5-inch round template to make that one, but the face needs to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go for a smaller circle. But I think actually the 4.5 is a bit too big, so I'm going to go for a 4, which, yes, I can see is perfect. So to create the face, and you're trying to create this bit, you could use some fleece or some wadding or some felt, anything to create the little face. I'm actually going to use some old wadding, some scrap wadding that is left over. So now I know I need a 4-inch round. So now I'm going to place my template onto the wadding. I'm going to draw a circle, but you could use anything. You can use felt, you can use fleece, you can even use an old bit of linen-y fabric. So now you've got that, you're again going to use your pinking shears to cut the circle around like that. Keep cutting around to get the face. So then the face just going to go on there, but we need to put the eyes, the nose and the mouth on, which we're going to go and do next. So the next thing to choose is the eyes to go on the doll on the face. So I've got my little jar of buttons out to create the eyes. I'm going to have a little look to see what I can find in my little jar. I got some cute little heart ones and some little round ones. Oh, that is quite a cute one. Let me see if I can find 2 of those. And we'll use these for the eyes. I've decided to go for these little wooden buttons for their eyes. I think they're quite cute. You could go for smaller ones if you want to have a little smaller eyes. Just depends on the dolly that you want to make. I'm going to use these ones. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch these buttons onto this part of the face. I'm going to use pink embroidery thread. You could stitch it on with normal cotton if you want to, but as I'm decided I'm going to do pink embroidery thread for her nose and her mouth, I'm going to use it for her eyes as well. So let's stitch the eyes on. So now that you've stitched the first eye on, you can very much just take your cotton across the back and stitch the second eye on to there if you want to, like that. It doesn't matter it's got that on the back because you're not going to see it. So now I've stitched the second eye on. So now I need to do a little nose. It's quite helpful to have a little line to follow. Cute little nose. Now I'm going to do the mouth. I've put a little mouth on, and then you need to tie it off in the back. Just put the needle through one of the loops of the embroidery cotton, put it through the loop, and you've created a little knot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stitch that around there. First of all, make sure it is straight. I'd probably recommend putting a pin in it to hold it straight, just in case it moves on your sewing machine, because you want it to be straight. And you're just going to stitch a line all the way around there on your sewing machine. Hello, I'm just pausing this video just to show you one of the products that's actually in our shop, which is the amazing Olisso irons. This is the craft iron, which I absolutely love and take to all of my workshops and all of my sewing retreats, and it also comes in a lovely little bag. So do check out our SHQA shop and you will find this amazing product. So now we're going to stitch around the face. Once you stitch all the way around it, you can take that pin out. If you did use a friction pen and you've got any lines in it, blue lines in it, you need to iron them to get them off, which is what I'm going to do now. So the first thing to decide after putting the face on is whether you want your Scrappy doll to have any hair on her. And I'm going to give this one hair. You don't have to, but I'm going to give her hair. And then we'll do her arms and her legs. So I've decided I'm going to use some of my red ribbon that I've got and some lace that I had hanging around. Do some loops like that to create the hair. 4 red ones and 3 lacy ones. The hair can be any length you want it to be, but if you want it to be sticky up, like the dolly I showed you at the beginning, then I would do them quite short. You're going to place them in the position. For now we are just placing them very roughly because we will actually pin them in place in a minute. That is looking very cute. Okay, so now I've got them in place. I'm going to pin them because what we're going to do next is we're actually going to sew them. You could use quilter's clips, but I think pins are going to work much better. So now what you're going to do is you're going to run a line of stitching all the way around there onto her hair. I'm taking the pins out as I go because you don't want to sew over your pins. So now the hair is in place, you just want to make sure it's definitely stitched in place. And the next thing we're going to work out is the arms and the legs. For the arms and legs that are going to go onto the dolly, ideally you want to be using pre-made binding because that works quite well. You don't have to, you could actually use ribbons if you want to, you could use some strips of fabric, but I've got lots of pre-made binding, so I'm going to have a look at the colours that might go really well with my little Scrappy doll. Obviously there is pink, I've got cream. I mean, a green would go really well, maybe. Actually, maybe what about the blue? Should we do blue? I think we're going to do blue. So you need to work out how long the arms and legs are going to be. That's very much dependent on what you would like. You can have short arms, long arms, whatever you want. You can even have one arm if you want to. So when you get your binding, you're going to fold it in half and kind of place it like that so you can see how long the arm on the Scrappy Doll is going to be. So I'm going to do my arms that long, 2 of those, and then you're going to work out the legs. So the legs are going to come down here, and I might just go a little bit longer. Sometimes legs can be a bit longer. Like I said, it can be anything you want it to be. Once you've got your arms and legs in place, what you're now going to do is you're going to fold all of them in half, and then you're going to put a knot. You want to have the knot as close to the end as you can, so it's about there. There you go. We're going to do all 4. Gonna have to think of a name for her. So the arms need to come off near where the shoulder bits are, and you're going to put a pin in there and a pin in here. For now, we're not going to pin the legs in. They come in a minute. So this is where you get the back part of your Scrappy Doll, and you're going to lay it with the right side of fabric down, and then you're going to lay this one on top of it, so it is wrong side of fabric to wrong side of fabric. And you're going to see now why we need to use pinking shears. We're now going to stitch all the way up the edge of the doll, around the shoulder, around the head, around the shoulder, around to the end. You're going to leave the bottom completely open, so let's get stitching that. Remember to take your pin out when you get to the first arm. So now I've stitched it all the way around. The first thing to make sure you do is that you haven't got any holes inside your Scrappy Doll, because you don't want to go stuffing it with all the stuff in and find it's got a hole. So the first thing to do is put your hand inside, have a feel around, and just make sure there are definitely no holes. And I don't think I've got any on my Scrappy Doll. So now I'm going to get the stuff in to go inside of it. So if you're wondering why they're called Scrappy Dolls, now you're going to find out, because first of all you use a scrap block, you use scrap ribbons, you use a scrappy bit for the face, but you also use all of those scraps that you literally don't know what to do, the little teeny tiny ones that you've literally just chucked in a bin and you don't know what to do. You're going to use them to stuff your dolly with. So let's get on and give her a nice lovely stuffed body. You can stuff it softly if you want to. Some dollies are soft, some dollies are firm, just depends how you want it. I'm going to give her a bit of a squeeze. You're going to keep stuffing it to get near to the bottom, but remember we've got to add those legs on. I think I'm going to go just a little bit more, because otherwise it should be a little bit flat at the bottom. And once you've got the legs in, you can actually shuffle it down again. So I think that's enough stuff in for my little Scrappy Doll. Now we're going to put the legs on. So we need to put the legs in place, and they're going to go along here. And you're going to get your pins to pin along the bottom to pin the legs in. So it's just like that. If there's any stuffing hanging out, just push that in. I'll definitely put a little pin in the middle. And then hold your dolly up and make sure you like the position of her legs. We're going to stitch along the bottom of there. Let's get that bit done. So the last thing to do for your dolly is to give her a bit of a shake. Shake her out, shake her out, shake her out. So she's got the same kind of stuffing. Give her a bit of a pat as well if you want to. And then make sure you are happy with how she feels. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me make one of these lovely little Scrappy Dolls. So now she has got a friend, and I made her in December, so I think I'm going to call her Holly. She's very, very cute, these little Scrappy Dolls. So enjoy making them all for yourself. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.
Come along to our first So Happy Quilters Association quilt show at Brighton Racecourse. Tickets available on our website. You can find the So Happy Quilters Association on social media, and don't forget to subscribe.